Team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. It certainly does. So listen up. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bolden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. Well, it's the best we've got. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, I would have told Commander Tuala to send someone else. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. As you were.
Howdy. Yes, what? I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Maintenance crews are the unsung heroes of the Vigilance. Ensign Betty does a ton of work keeping things shipshape.
I got mess hall duty next week.
All right, we don't have a lot of
Everybody's gonna
time,
take
so
their
I need you to
turn.
listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible.
Evidence.
If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. Yes, of course. And your actions will be duly noted in your records. I'll see to that personally. Speaking of which, that reminds me of something else you need to know. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden, and with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Not really, no. Don't get me wrong. Let's just stick to the job but we'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particular, we'll be here if you need us.
We're ready to depart.
I get all my quests are at Sidonia at the moment. I'm heading. Ah! I traveled to the wrong place.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with us.
Somebody struck oil? Turns out it was just another decoy nonsense.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? I'm not talking price until I know what the hell I'm buying. Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. Sure, go ahead. You shoot me, and the TA will have bounty hunters on your ass before you even get back to the spaceport. Listen, love, I've heard it all. Threats bounce right off, so either cough up the finder's fee or try and sell that shipment on your own. You must be new at this game, love, so I'm gonna let that one slide. In our business, nothing gets done until money is exchanged, even if that means leaving a credit on each and every rung of the ladder as you climb your way up. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you.
Go on yelling.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. Right down to business! And no small talk. I like it.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. Probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Sidonia's not so bad. Honest work, good pay.
Something I can help you with? Adler Kemp. Who the heck is that? What? Play what games? You're obviously confusing me with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever. Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
What games? Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know. Well, I might be able to cash in a few of my Deimos shares. Maybe we can work something out. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there tend to be concise.
Lied to me. Nobody lies to me.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? I'm interested? Come on. You're not shopping for real estate here. I'm offering you a crack at some real money. So can you handle it or what? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Hey, take your time. And ask me if you need anything. I'm here to help. Come back anytime.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Do you now? Well, I do wish I could help you, Captain, but Dr. Walker has been missing for some time.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does, but we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue.
I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable. But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them? Oh, I can't believe you're helping them. What a stupid waste of time.
Wonderful.
I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle, what I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city. If anyone knows where Percival is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
One. Let's look at this lady. She's...
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin. The hell you just say to me? I gotta...
Andy, sit down. You. Don't appreciate some stray wandering into my bar, harassing my patrons. Even the ones I should have cut off 2 drinks ago. Now spit out what you want, or march.
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Hey, enough. And you, why don't you come over here, Captain? Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him? Hadrian? A woman named Hadrian sent you, a member of the Vanguard, to find Percival? Now, if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right, Captain. If you are who you say, Supra et Ultra. Vanguard motto. What's it mean? Should have gotten that during your oath. I see. And tell me, what grade was it you got on your entrance exam? A? C? D+? That is right. All right, Captain. Maybe you are who you say you are. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend. Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
But, one friend of Hadrian's to another, Sidonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear? Ooh, and you might need these. And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Hey, you may be Hadrian's friend. Come here. Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, no, I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right? Yeah, sure. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Okay.
Oh dear. I believe I see where this is leading.
Let me out get the research.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Hope you don't do anything illegal. This is the most legal way of doing it. My jump pack actually worked in this game. Or it's like a class trait you need or something. Actually, there's level up. I'm gonna unlock that just so I can use pack.
like we're in the clear. Wonder where this will lead. Until later.
Yeah.
Inside we go.
I love it up.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. All right, but be careful. Sidonia is an industrial. Sure, I'm right behind you.
Really, game?
Dead! Ah! Wonder where this will all lead. Glad to haul what it... Dropping off a few choice. Time to go? Goodness, what an impressive sight. Imagine having to live almost every waking moment underground. you've got any weapons or ammo.
Vamos a dejarlo.
a long time since I'll only carry... Bye. Find anything useful? Well, we clearly can't get through this way. Perhaps we should try making our way down using the caves in the back of the area.
Losing mind that. Find that one. One of my new. Lord.
Time to die. Sidonia is an industrial. Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag. Bye-bye. There's still quite a bit of mineral wealth down here. Perhaps it would be worth our time to survey the area for more. I see what you've put together there. Clever. Very clever.
of the spacers, huh?
Yes, I did.
Good. Now to finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, Thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
If you're overloaded, we should stop and prioritize what we're carrying.
All set? Good. You can take the elevator in that room back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the Thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Oh, hello. Why is this one locked? Why does he want to go back down? All the time.
Hey, how's it going? Can I help you? Cool. That's what we do here. Come back anytime.
Wonder where this will all lead. Let's see what you've got. Bye for now.
Take your time. And ask me if you... Sounds like a plan.
Where you get a modified arc welder from? How'd that keep happening?
Yo, stay good.
They're not too much in the load and sell menus. I just bought a bunch of stuff I was trying to sell.
The UC Exchange is a great place to play.
It's been a long time since I've been. Want to see what I'm...
Talk to you later.
It's not easy.
We got lots of stuff. Yeah, let's get you. See you around.
If you're going to use the elevator, we got a lot of good stuff here. Take a look. See you later, friendo. Crime's at an all-time low. You've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. That you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that? Well, just try your best. Emphasize how much money there is to be made with that formula. Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
Was there something else? I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do? Sounds like it could be useful if the data backs up your claims. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers. Or so I've heard. Really? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped.
Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the Authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain.
In order to avoid injury, please report any spills or unsafe conditions on the upper level to the Sidonia Department.
Yeah? Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes. We don't belong here.
We do now. I guess there was a back door I couldn't get down before. gonna have findings. They hid minis in their own mine. Good luck. Easy enough. That one is. Again. Medium scar metal breaks to me automatic. Med theft. Tears to humans, drop extra med packs on death. Furious deals with damage. Oh, there's stuff down here.
can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did she look okay? Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample. What? You can reattach a finger, Percy. So what exactly did she have you bring me? Terramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that... Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a Terramorph. Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or if she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
Let's go teleport. You like give it the crap.
Sidonia is an industry. I'd be happy to. Maybe another time.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, Lou mentioned how you took care of the thing. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research. But I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's...
We're gonna get it rated, aren't we?
Londinian. I'll need to get this all on a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. It was an entire city wiped off the map. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now? Because until now, the Terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good. So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here. The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Cheese. We'll be told I'll be right back. be back.
Do your part to keep Sidonia.
Hey, you looking for anything? Oh man, I'm still. We're like this. Yo, they pay my sal. Happy to help. Take a look at what I've got.
He still has no money.
Come back anytime.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people. Make sure to keep yourself healthy.
Did you know Deimos makes the majority of the ships for the UC Navy? If you ask me, that's a hell of a lucrative contract.
Or else why would we keep getting so many? Kids are all off studying.
You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network. Be careful down near the mine. Keeper Aquilus delivered what was by all.
Let me. Well, that's a relief. Sorry. I know it's my job to... I'm Dr. Flynn. Well, you're not miss...
See you around.
Be subjected to universal propaganda. But this view may be in the minority. And the best.
Is that really her? Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say.
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Think Hadrian's looking for you. Not the kind of person who likes to be kept waiting.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Of course, you deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. I mean, I hope they will, but accessing the archives, it's not 100% up to them. They'll also need the consent of the other signatories of the Colony War Armistice, the Freestar Collective and House Varun, in order to unlock it.
Since neither group is exactly on great terms with the UC at the moment, for various reasons.
Exactly. It's going to mean negotiations and deals and plenty of diplomatic legwork to see this through. But I don't see a better option to solving what's going on here. So it's gonna be up to us to get them on board. All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the Cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Make yourself at home. Take a look.
Supervisor's log supplemental. Still. Protect.
Serving drinks here for over 40 years. Few places can offer that kind of stability. He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the blackest sea. Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries. Look. Nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian. Especially one that's missing. But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
it's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say? Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me? Guess I should ask you. Maybe. Don't try to guilt. That's enough. Mm-hmm.
Take your time. And I'm still learning where everything is and see you around.
I got a little. You looking for deals on off-world goods? Just a reminder, I also buy junk you don't. See you later, friendo.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars. Bring me anything useful? Okay.
Am I glad I got this job?
Keep it simple or keep to yourself. You ain't been around. Believe me. Look.
He has a tab.
It's a lot. Come on. I want him found. I do. All right, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love. Singing songs. All that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
hard not to worry when your spouse is the one.
Got it. Anything I can help you with? Sure, have at it.
Captain?
To Venus? If you have any gear... So long. with the pattern locked in.
Remember that. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. Kill Rake? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
So that's the notorious Nova Mora. I have to say, if she's the finest that the Crimson Fleet has to offer, joining them might be a terrible mistake.
I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado. I'm gonna have his head on a pike.
Setting down, everything in the green. I can't even imagine to tell you the number of inhospitable worlds like these that I've visited.
Only 1 point of Moab. Have something for me? Goodbye.
Hello, Captain. Hello. How may I be of service? Return soon.
You arrived at just the right time. We're analyzing the composition of the vapor rising from gas. That's terrific. Thank I can't believe you'd risk your life for us. Thank you. It's a scouting mission. I'd be over. You don't happen to have any No? Well, then. You don't happen to have... No? Well... Right. Back to it. things. I can't. Here, this is for you. I only wish I had more to give.
Hey. He's nearby, what?
Oh, you're going to regret this. Let's go! Come on!
To my ship.
All thrusters firing. Stay in orbit or jump.
All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Oh, God. I do not know. Well, normally I would say no, but frankly, it will be safer for us that way. All right. You can dock. We will talk then.
We have a clean dock. Right on the money.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You are asking me to betray my own crew. I do not have to know. It is a devil's choice either way. But you have a point. All right, I will do it. I've got no love for the fleet. And if Rake was one of them, my loyalties with him end. But, if I do this, you have to promise to spare the rest of the crew, and leave the supplies for New Homestead.
Is that all it takes for you to flip on me, Dimitri? Unbelievable.
It is either you or all of us, Austin. I'm sorry.
Cut the crap and just admit it. You're a coward. You know, I almost bought it. All that crap about helping people and making a difference. But at the end of the day, you're no different from the fleet. When push comes to shove, you only care about yourself.
I can't take this! I can't take this!
He is dead. I do not know if I did the right thing. You're sorry. That is a strange thing to say after everything that just happened. You can leave now. I think you will understand when I say, I hope I never see you again.
Well, that was fun. Now what?
Nice. Clean set there.
Damn Mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Brooke, wanna help me with some target practice? Had enough? That won't even leave a scratch! Damn Mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Brooke, wanna help me with some target practice?
Our ground jump system's fried.
Damn Mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Brooke, wanna help me with some target practice? Please! Is that your best shot?
You took out their jump drive.
I need those shields back online! Let's shoot it!
They're not jumping out of here.
You don't know who you're messing with!
Enemy's shield grid is fried. Time to hack their grab drive. Enemy's propulsion systems online.
Thanks for the help with the Cliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? You better stow that crap before you make me change my mind. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Well, we're in. I hope you know what you're doing.
Welcome back, Agent. You're cleared to dock at docking port 1.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Vigilance is an amazing ship. It's too bad Constellation can't afford something this impressive.
I had a friend on Morgana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave. Commander Ikande's so decorated, you could play a game of chess.
Pardon. You have permission to speak freely. We received word you boarded the Ragana. I don't care if Rake was with the fleet. The pilot and his crew were not. What you did was uncalled for. You coerced the pilot into taking a crew member's life. He had no choice but to comply. You cannot simply pass off the burden of the job whenever it suits you. Understood? Well said. Let's hope the next time your actions match the integrity of your words. Now I want to make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but there's an ethical line we cannot cross. Do something like this again, and you're out. Permanently. But for now, we will continue with the briefing. Were you at least able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. As distasteful as your methods were, at least you managed to complete the job. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp,
We picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Excellent. If you're heading to the Key, I assume you'll be meeting Delgado soon.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've underestimated one of their people.
I don't disagree, but it's important to know your enemy, and the best way to defeat them. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the Key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Yeah.
Back in basic training, I have to run.
Hey.
Lieutenant Toft is as organized as they come. You can be sure she'll keep our T's crossed.
We'll keep the brig ready for any pirates you bring in.
Captain, how can I be of service? Do you require assistance with your items? Goodbye.
And we'll get underway. Green on release. We're free to fly.
Starship Design, you've arrived. Welcome to Stroud Eklund. Unknown vessel, welcome to Stroud Eklund. You are clear to board.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Hello, Captain.
I'm Walter Stroud, and on
A pleasure to meet you. We may be new, but I've...
state-of-the-art
Thank you. So, what sort of...
revolutionary new starships at prices
I have a feeling we'll see each other again.
I'm proud to be part of the Stroud Eklund team.
seen the rest. It's time you try.
I can't believe Stroud.
So this is the Star Yard Walter can't stop talking about. I can certainly see why. It's a monumental operation.
Stroud Eklund may be new, but it has allowed us to... Let me show you our... Well, I think you'll find we have some... Let me show you our stock.
cargo to my ship.
Good work with the bartender. Let's see what you've got. Okay.
Seal released. Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place.
Deliver a message. Colonists in the system. Emergency. Come to my farm. Urgent.
Hostile activity.
An offering for the great serpent.
They've overloaded our jump system.
Why?
Face your suffering. Wretched heretic.
Ground jump system flatlined. Enemy's grab drive out of commission. We have to get those shields back online.
Really, I'm strong enough to fight these guys. I'd be really good at xenomorph here.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
Doesn't look like much, but we should certainly take a look around.
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before. So let me get this straight. You heard a distress call and you flew all the way down here. What are you, some sort of priest or good Samaritan? I didn't know people like you were real. But I got a heap load of problems. And I'm willing to pay my share for the help. Couldn't we all, right? Used to be 4 families that List helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me, True, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding, and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out. No arguments here. The Spacers have taken out the family's List satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite, and I'll open a secure channel, and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational. It might be I'm getting caught up in the moment, but I actually feel optimistic for once. Thanks.
Talk to him. Been a while since we've had guests.
excellent place for someone to hide. Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore. I certainly hope there's no seismic activity while we're in this cave. To Venus? Dropping off a few... Until later.
Hey there. Time to get moving. Only one point of I'd be happy to... Have something? Time to go?
Engines firing. Here we go. Apogee kick complete. Orbit. Steady.
You won't get me, though.
Good work with the bartender. Bring me anything useful? Talk to you later.
And we're loose.
Which means communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello? I figured you might. Not gonna lie, there'll be more of them ahead. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Huh. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
capability.
What's happened?
stranger. Let's meet up on Lemaire's ship. I'll square away payment. But I have a feeling this ain't over, and there may be further paying work ahead.
There's a lot of story.
Airlock integrity looks good.
So, this is our savior, huh? Figured you'd need someone else to do something useful.
Charming as ever. First things first, I'm pretty sure the Spacers got the wins. No contact with them.
All of them? My God.
Shit.
They were good people. They died. Needlessly. Because we couldn't get our act together.
That's rich coming from you. You scammed me time and time again, Albin.
The Spacers are a threat to us all, Jackie.
And that is the salient point. Mistakes were made, we need to get past that. What I'm proposing is a mutual defense pact, nothing else. Each of us throws in our ships, men, materials, and whatnot, enough to protect all of our asses.
I wouldn't give you one solitary ounce of helium-3 if my life depended on it.
The problem is, it does. I think we all need to cool off. Stranger, a word. First things first. You did an honest day's work, you deserve an honest day's pay. Here, with heartfelt compliments. But I expect you know what's coming next. We're not military folk, and I'm not ashamed to say we are out of our depth. I'll pay you more, much more. If you can help kick the Spacers out of our system for good, and coordinate our efforts to do so. You are something else. So we're not babes in the woods. Each family has a ship or two and hard men and women that can handle themselves in a firefight. But the root of the problem is, admittedly, a self-inflicted injury. My family was here first, and when Liz sent other families here, perhaps I didn't take to it kindly. Might be I made an odd credit here or there at their expense. Something Lemaire especially has never let me live down. But now we need the Lemaires and the Bandits both, I reckon. I wouldn't hold my breath with Jackie. But Band is good folk. Well, hopefully. We need to cooperate now, but also in the future. We need a mutual defense pact. As our new mercenary commander, please talk with Band and Lemaire. Lemaire, God help us, especially we could use. Her family's got the most ships and crew by far. But if she's a lost cause, Ben and I can muddle through.
Just so you know, Albin is a con man and a thief. Associating with the likes of him reflects poorly on your character.
You're a bitch.
Might be I misjudged you. So here's the deal. Odds are good my crew can hold out against the Spacers all by ourselves. If we're gonna band together, I have the most to contribute and the most to lose. The smart play for my interests is the Lemaire's hunker down and outlast the storm. I may not be some sort of military expert, but you can't know that for certain. Well, if you're offering. Adventure is just a fancy... I've been dealing with this for... Maybe you're on the... But I know for... Just so you know, I'll associating with the... Might be I misjudged. So here's the deal. If we're gonna band together, the smart play for my... I may not be some sort of... Huh. How'd you get so damn cocky? Well, you might have a point. Fine. Let Albin know that I'm willing to try this defense pact for now.
Damn, I'm good.
We band together. Not only can
Hello, stranger. Your work in getting the satellites up? You've done us a good turn. I know it was paying work, but a lot of mercs wouldn't even take a list contract. You here to talk about the defense pact? I figured he might. I mean, I agree that right now coming together makes sense, but going forward, it's hard to imagine Jackie and Albin working together for the long haul without one winding up with a knife in the back. Not much of a choice, really. Well, the bandits will join the defense pact. We got one ship operational, another we can patch up. It's not much, but you'll have us when you need us.
So is the defense pact in business? Come on, don't keep me in suspense. You convinced Jackie? Now I do believe in miracles. How in the hell did you manage that? Wait, words can do that? Like I said, miracles never cease. So, the sensors have picked up 2 contact groups. Undoubtedly our spacer friends. We don't have many ships, but we can send them with you. Or hold them in reserves, your call. Expect more than you encountered at the satellites. How much more? Hard to say at this distance. You got it. After you deal with the spacers, meet back on my farm. I've got an idea how to find where the spacers are based.
Call there for tonight. Thank you all so much for coming. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow is the weekend stream. There'll be group stream with other friends. But until then, have a great night, everyone. See you all next time.